We have heard loud and clear that the CCP really uses their pressure tactics to take advantage of and manipulate certain markets using a lot of illicit means to do that, and they are able to dominate in those spaces because the playing field is not level. We saw what happened during COVID. That really, I think, spotlighted our over-reliance on China, specifically with the supply chain and what that did to affordability for American consumers, and that's really, I think, our focus going forward as we talk about critical minerals and how many things they're in. We talk about how is that affordable for consumers, and I think the CCP's goal is understanding those and how geopolitical they are in nature and how they fit into the bigger strategy that we're playing here. I think it is apparent that we cannot let their dominance grow further, and that's why I think these conversations about how we level the playing field, what we do strategy-wise going forward are so critical. So what I want to talk about today is how they've been able to do this, how they've been able to aggressively undercut not only the prices but dominate foreign markets, and we've seen them use that playbook specifically in the auto industry. Can you discuss maybe, Mr. Slauster, the ways in which they are using their undue influence and unfair practices to dominate those critical mineral supply chains, to impose the leverage over industries like the automotive industry? We saw that play out during COVID. We've seen a little recovery in the last few years, but how has that played out? And then using that as an example, specifically in the auto industry, how can we maintain affordability for American consumers as we're looking to maybe shift around our supply chains to not be so reliant on China?
Yeah, it's a really important point. I think the interesting thing, certainly about like rare earth magnetics, is relative to the total bill of materials on a car, it's a very insignificant portion. The cost, the bill of materials for the actual rare earth magnets inside an automobile, it's very small. But you can't build the car if you don't have the magnets. And think about what's happening today. In order to secure your magnet supply chain, and you're an automotive company, you're having to apply for a license, and you hope it gets approved. And you hope it gets approved so that you can keep your auto plant running. So think about the coercive effect of that. What do you think those companies have in the back of their minds when they're deciding where to build their next generation product right now, literally right now? Where should we site that plant? This is why having this sort of control is coercive and kind of seeps into the decisions of all of really corporate America, and I think that's why this is such a critical issue. As I said in my prepared testimony, this industry is small. It's tens of billions of dollars, but there's trillions of economic activity downstream that it impacts, and that's why this issue just has to be taken off the table.